What's up, everybody? All right, real quick, just so as not to bore you, there seems to be some interest in what it is that I do, so I've decided that I'm not using the word vlog. I've decided that I'm going to start doing some video updates, just random stuff about the loads that we pull, for those of you that want to watch it. I'll start with the one we're on now. We picked it up in Milford, Ohio, which is just outside of Cincinnati, and we ran it down to Franklin, Kentucky yesterday. That's as far as we can make it with our curfews and daylight hours. Got up this morning, ran down through Tennessee to Memphis, which is where we ran into our first problem. Interstate 40, where they meet with where it meets with 240, is under huge construction right now. They've got it down to 2 lanes, and it stopped us. It took me about 2 hours to go 3 miles. So that kind of ruined our plan today to get further. I lost about 2 hours of drive time, so we only made it to Winona, Mississippi today. We're about 260 miles from Baton Rouge, which is where we're taking this, but we'll be able to make it tomorrow. We'll get there about sometime in the morning, late morning, early afternoon, get this piece offloaded and be on to the next exciting project. So just wanted to give you that really quick down and dirty intro. I'm going to there's nothing really special about what you're about to see because it's tarped, but I will go over some of the things about the load, and I don't know, I'm just going to ramble and hopefully you keep watching. Who knows? Alright.
Alrighty, so what these are steel skirts. They're pretty much, if you imagine this piece and this piece attached together along these bottom edges right here. When I'm standing up, it goes on top of, these two pieces are like a tenth of a huge tank that goes to like refineries and mines and stuff. Holds whatever they really need it to hold. I believe this one's going to probably hold oil, because this is going to an Exxon refinery. Anyways, this is one of the top, these are 2 of the top pieces. This one's a little bit different. It's got the manhole that they can take off and drop, you know, something down in there to take their samples or whatever they need. Bus was a nightmare to tarp. All this is dead space. There's nothing in here except for the frame in the middle. So the actual piece is only this outer edge of the ring on both of them. I'll show you the other side. They're pretty light. They're about 11,000 and some change per, so we're sitting about 25,000 and some change. Ooh, gotta fix this. This must have been, we lost a bungee along the road. Our Escort got on. I was like, hot shit, you're throwing stuff in my car, man. So that must have been where that came from. Anyway, so these are the fronts. They've got like these huge lugs on them where they hook the crane to it and they can set it on top of the they can put it all together. They've got these really sharp corners and edges because they're prepped to be welded together, so all the edges are like knife edge. So we had to run a lot of protection along the insides of them. I know it's pretty boring because it's all tarped, but I'll try and get pictures of it at the plant when we have the tarps off so you can see what they are. And then just because we had a couple inches of room left, they decided to throw a couple pallets on the front too. So we had to figure out a way to tarp that. So yeah, this was fun to tarp at 16 degrees with the tarps completely iced, but you know what, at the end of the day we got it done, and we're gonna make a decent paycheck off this one. And this is another one in the books. This is 13 feet wide, so we had to escort, sorry about that, got a phone call, ignored. 13 feet wide, so we had an escort through Kentucky and Tennessee, and Mississippi kind of just lets you do your own thing. Louisiana's gonna let us do our own thing until we... John, if you're watching this, stop freaking calling me. I'm trying to finish this damn video. Anyways, Mississippi, Louisiana, they're gonna let us do our own thing, and we're gonna get this delivered tomorrow about 11 or so. We got the fun lights on, the flags and banners are hung, and it's time to go to work.
Oh, and one more quick update. These freaking things are being a pain in the damn ass. Yesterday they did it where they stopped blinking, so they just went to a steady burn mode. Did some research, pulled some wire,
ran some wires to power and to the sync wire to try and get them back flashing, and they worked for about an hour today, and then they went back to solid. So that's a pain in the ass. That's something that Phoenix needs to fix because it's in their programming. So I gotta go in and rip this all out and cut power. It's all run in the hood. I gotta cut the power to it, power each one individually, set one to master, one to slave. Just bullshit.